Okay.
Roll a perception minus 10.
So I get a +2 on this check. Heard. That's a 7.
Alright. You are awoken from your sleep. Which is why I was at a minus 10.
Yeah.
By an earthquake. Or something.
Oh.
It's very quick, but it's very sudden and very, very hard. Like, roll a reflex. One reflex. Roll one reflex.
Trying to get it to stay on the book, and that's a 9 because I rolled a 2 once it finally landed.
You take 2 non-lethal damage from hitting the floor really hard.
I'm in a bedroll. I'm on the floor already.
Oh, not in the bed?
No.
Okay, well then you hit the wall really hard.
Okay, that's fine. Just saying. 2 non-lethal?
2 non-lethal. It's just like rude awakening.
Okay. I get up and walk out the door and see what's happening.
That's not a D20. So you go outside. There are a lot of people going outside. No one was really panicking or much. It's earthquake, natural thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't too terrible, and all the houses are still standing. You do spot Abracadabra walking around. I don't even remember her name now. She's walking around checking on people. That's what it was.
I'm just gonna kind of walk around the village in a circle, looking a little bit around it and also just out around the perimeter.
Perception.
And I'm not gonna cast light because if it's something far enough away, it would actually just ruin my night vision. That's a natural 20 though, for a total of 32.
So you're walking around. And you trip and fall into a hole.
Oh.
Big enough for you to land in. And it's not very deep. It's like 3 or 4 feet deep, but it's big. So you stand up and you look around and you realize you are in the shape of a giant paw print.
Nice.
How giant are we talking?
Like,
are we talking Shiana had a significant growth spurt, or are we talking Nezro?
if Shiana grew a little bit bigger in the little bit of time.
Okay.
You climb out of it. You notice that there's another one, but this one is around a house. The house itself has sunk down 3 or 4 feet. House is still standing.
At this point, I will cast light. I'll follow them in the path they're going.
It's just those 2.
Just 2 of them. So they're at least 10 feet wide. Oh. Are we talking like...
I think he's just working this way.
I think he's in the room.
There's some on this one.
Oh, Crystal just went in there too.
I swear I think they just went out the door.
Oh, maybe they did.
So are we talking like 12 feet wide then, or 20 or 40, or...
Between 12 and 15.
Okay.
It's dark, it's hard to tell.
Light.
It's still dark, it's hard to tell. Like, there's a light, but there's still shadows. And
But it's like... yeah, I guess it's like an... Yeah, okay. Have I ever seen Nezro at a size where that would be? No? Okay. So it was... I look in the direction they were heading in, assuming that someone has dropped down for a couple of steps and then jumped and continued on that way. And may also be a cloud.
You don't see anything like that, but while you're standing there, the door to that house opens. And one of the woman who lived there walks out. Roll an intelligence check. You might actually recognize her. You know pretty much everybody. So you'll at least know her name.
Intelligence or knowledge local?
Oh yeah, it's been months. Knowledge local.
18.
You know, this is Fenra. She is one of the more wild people in the city. You know, she's got a very powerful personality, and she's usually ready for a fight. Right now, she looks vaguely confused as to why her house is in a hole. Not like she just woke up. She doesn't look like she's been up for a few minutes since the earthquake. She looks like she just woke up.
Oh, yeah. Like the commotion from everyone outside kind of thing?
Yeah.
I jog over. Fenra, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm really hungry. She carries on to where the food is.
Okay. I walk into her house. Does it look...
It doesn't look out of place or anything.
Looks...
Nope.
Cast Detect Magic, which, let me double check I actually have that up before you say anything. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How powerful are we talking?
Yes.
Okay. That usually means there's something still active, not just residual, because residual would be faint no matter what. So presumably something's still here.
Wait, really? I thought it was still powerful if the thing was powerful.
No, like any residual energy after a spell has been cast is faint. Depending on how powerful it was in the first place determines how long it lasts.
Oh, it's length, not okay.
Mhm.
Faint.
Okay,
It's not
okay.
still there. But it's
Okay.
Something happened.
Okay.
I guess I don't know what school it would be though. Enchantment, maybe? You don't.
I'm not even bothered actually.
Well, good. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know what school of magic. I know it happens.
But it's not still here, so... Alright. Go back outside. Make sure nobody's like panicking or anything.
Nope, everyone's like, okay, well, that was weird.
Is there anyone looking at the paw prints?
A couple people noticed them, but it's kind of dark, so
Okay.
I was like, okay, it's a hole. They haven't seen the shape of it.
I'm gonna ask in-game, how is it possible that there's a large footprint that matched down this house, but the house is still standing?
I make good houses.
So everybody's working their way back to bed.
I go find Atra.
She is she's helping people get settled back in, making sure no one's panicking. Pretty much doing the same thing.
After she deals with the person she's immediately dealing with, I pull her to the side and say, if I'm right about what caused this, then there is absolutely no cause for alarm. However, there are two very large wolf prints over there, and the little bit I could discern said it was a wolf spirit that destroyed the ferals in the first place. We should go obscure those before it turns light and everyone can see them and panics. So once everybody's back to bed, meet me out here so we can just kind of disturb the edges and make it less obvious what it was.
No, so. After y'all do go to do that, and the one around her house resists a little. Like, it's harder to do that one, but it does go.
Yeah. And it's not like we're filling them in or anything, but just knocking the edges down and moving that around so it's not obviously the shape of a paw print. Alright.
It's still a little bit more difficult to mess with.
Yeah. Actually, noticing that, I'll cast Detect Magic there again. Is it still faint?
Still faint.
I go to the other one. Is there any magic there?
It's faint, but
Okay.
if you keep doing that, that one disappears first. Then the one on the house stays.
Yeah, I don't keep doing it, but okay.
Well, then you don't get that information.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright, after that, go back to bed. Wake up in the morning. I'm gonna prepare.
I was gonna catch you before.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You said wake up in the morning. I'm gonna ask you in game, do you want me to stay awake and see if something comes back?
You can if you want to. I'm pretty sure. I have a hunch that was Shiana just saying hi.
Thought so too, but just in case.
You can if you want to.
That not only that, but in case there is somebody's out walking around, they just happen to see her, don't realize it's just Shiana, it's just the one from before. They think it's the wolf spirit again, and I could go, no, it's okay, she's with us.
Actually, they've seen her.
I get that, but
No, yeah, I get you.
typical hysteria.
No, yeah, I get you. Again, if you want to, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I'm going back to sleep. Yeah. The next morning, I'm going to prepare sending twice. 3 times. And I'm going to say, the first one I'm going to try to do, and I'll do this in the morning before everyone else is up. First one I'll do to Shiana just to see if that works. Although I don't think it normally would work for dead people, and she, as far as I'm aware, is still technically dead. So I don't know if that would work. I also don't know if it works for gods. And at this point she may count more as a god than she did before. So, I try it.
Doesn't work.
Okay. Next one I do to Jash, saying basically, I hope the concert's going well. I'm done creating what I needed to. So if you want to start adventuring again on game. And I don't know of anything else to do that I would reasonably do in town. So unless there's something else you want to do.
Not necessarily.
When you actually leave your house that morning, Fenrir is sitting outside eating a leg of something, like a cooked leg of something. She offers you one. She's like, hey, I've got extra.
I thank her and take it. Don't go around possessing people, Shiana. I restrain myself from saying.
That's not what happened.
She left an imprint, is what she did. In the literal and metaphorical sense, great. Or metaphysical. Yeah, whatever the fuck. How is she sitting?
Just like cross-legged. Oh, more stuff you probably know about her. She is a natural lycanthrope.
Okay.
She's a wolf.
Okay, so not the most unusual necessarily. Okay. Is there, after taking a couple bites, I will say, was there something you needed?
No.
Just felt like sitting by my house? Okay. You feeling okay, by the way? I know last night your house kind of sunk.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I had some weird dreams, though.
Oh? Tell me about them.
I don't know. There was this big wolf. It was kind of yellow. You were in it.
What did I do?
You were just in it.
Oh, okay. There just was a wolf and me, and we were just there?
Well, I remember.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go... And then I just don't say anything else and walk away.
They're eating some chicken.
Or whatever. I said you are here.
Yeah. Did I miss something?
Shiana's being interesting, I should say.
Oh.
Well, see, now suddenly there's more stuff to do, and I wish I hadn't... Actually, that's true. I wouldn't have sent to... I just realized I wouldn't have sent to Josh yet anyway, because she wouldn't be awake yet. I would have done Shiana, but Josh would have been later in the day. That, or I did it and she was asleep and didn't respond. As I imagine what would happen.
The one person I know with absolutely no sleep schedule in real life is able to keep up with everyone else's sleep schedules in real life and in game.
Sometimes. In game, it's easy because it's just everyone is up hours at. Like they get up hours after I do. That's easy to keep track of.
My sleep schedule's been very regular this week, actually. Like, oh, I'm gonna stay up until 6 a.m., sleep until 3 a.m., stay up until 5 a.m., and then wake up at 2 a.m.
See, it's...
None of that even
Wait,
makes
a.m.?
sense. Like, I don't know. I didn't miss any days, but somehow I managed to sleep backwards.
Okay. So tomorrow I have an errand to make. But today, I suppose we'll go normal. I think when I do the sending to Josh, I'll tell her I'll be ready in a few days. I'll come meet you in Dancing. But I've got last thing I need to take care of. And so this day would pass pretty much normally, I guess. Just helping out, whatever needs doing, that kind of thing.
Alright,
Um, That is a 30.
Over the day, you notice she's not following you. But she does seem to be in a lot of the same places you are at the same. But she's definitely not following you. But y'all are in the same place.
She just happens to be there when I get there, almost.
Or show up a few minutes after you.
Yeah.
Always seeming to have something to do. Sometimes she's there first. Sometimes you're there first. Or sometimes she's doing something across the street where you are, or whatever.
Did Shiana just make an oracle?
Yeah.
Did Shiana just make an oracle to be near me?
You died. Someone's got to hurt. You died like 2 weeks after she left. So she made by accidentally starting a religion.
What?
Now Shiana's a god.
Yep.
Level 1 has been obtained.
And that's actually something that would occur to Valky at this point.
Technically, oracles don't exist, but yeah.
But I made a check earlier to know not of them by name necessarily, but kind of what it was because of the one in the camp.
Mm-hmm.
So I do know kind of what they are. And it was on my mind somewhat because of the one in the camp. And I've been thinking about what I can do with her. So yeah, that would actually occur to me.
That's real love right there. Start a whole cult for your best friend.
Yeah.
Now,
Best friend dies, you start a cult.
now that you think about it, you do start noticing some similarities between Finner's behavior and Shiana's behavior. Not quite as trickstery, but definitely as ready to do stuff.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
as wild.
No, yeah, I got
And
it.
turn into a wolf.
I got it. So there's a spell called Speak with Soul. Let's see. That's also Windwalk, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so the next day, I prepare Windwalk and Speak with Soul twice,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of the stuff I'll keep doing more normal, for building the town.
Mm-hmm. So that's the next day?
Yeah.
Finner greets you again with food. This time she's not outside your house, but she is on your way to wherever you're going.
Yep.
And she happens to have spare food again. Well, here. Thanks for everything you're doing.
I thank her.
I'm starting to think she's a stoner. She's always happy. She's really easygoing. She's always got extra food.
She's actually not that easygoing. Just don't make her mad. She's very, very hot-headed.
So I tell her
But she is always hungry.
there's a spell I want to cast to see if it'll do anything. I've got a hunch about something. Won't hurt her or do anything to her, but I just want to try something.
She looks a little uneasy, but she agrees.
It takes a minute. I'm casting Speak with Soul. Speak with Soul, you commune with the soul of a dead creature. To cast a spell, you must be at the soul's place of death or in the soul's presence, whether it is contained in a receptacle, powers an intelligent magic item, or other possibilities. The soul can attempt a will save to resist the spell as if it were alive. A soul contained this way can speak normally in any language it knows. Unlike Speak with Dead and similar spells, you are not limited to asking questions and can engage in normal conversation with the soul, and vice versa. The soul isn't an undead creature and isn't compelled to speak or be truthful. Generally, it only knows what it knew in life, although souls that persisted with awareness of their surroundings after death may have more to offer. I'm trying to see if she counts enough as... if there's enough of a connection to Shiana that it'll work.
No.
Okay.
It does not work.
I thank her. After breakfast, I inform you, Nico, and Atra that I've got an errand I'm going to go do today. You can come with me if you want, but I'll be away. I should be back tonight. I tell you I'm going to go back to where the magic barrier was and have a talk. Would you like to accompany me?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you're going where Shiana died?
Yep. The reason I cast Speak with Soul twice today, one was for the failed attempt here. So I do Wind Walk on me, you, and Atra, I guess, again, just to let her have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Atra's not coming.
No, but just, she may want to be able to fly around for a day, I don't know. So I'm going to go back to where Valky died, to where Shiana died, being very careful to not pass the barrier. Luckily, she actually did die just on the outside of it. And I'm going to find the spot, which may actually be a check.
Intelligence and survival. Intelligence to remember, survival to find it.
Well, that's a natural 1 on the intelligence roll, for a total of 2.
Alright. Survival.
Oh, yeah. That's a 20 overall on the survival.
Alright.
Of course I made the survival.
Well, the survival keeps you from making any really bad decisions. I was going to make you lost in a cave.
Oh.
But the survival keeps that from happening. You are lost somewhere in the woods. But you're not lost somewhere you can't easily get out of it.
Okay. Great.
Well, once you've been walking in the woods for a minute, you're like, the mountains are over there. None of them look like the one we died under.
I'm going to go back up into the sky and look around again and try to get my bearings and try again. I don't know
Alright.
if you'll allow another roll for that, or... But I'm going to
I'll
spin...
let you make a knowledge geography, but
Okay.
it will be harder.
Okay. It's like, it's one of those things, I may not, game-wise, maybe shouldn't have another chance as a test, but in-game-wise, Valky would do it, so like, eh. Okay, that's a natural 20. For a total of 25.
Survival. To get lost again.
Yeah.
This time you end up in a cave. You're like,
Yeah,
God damn it!
That is a... 7, 3, so that's a 19, actually.
You find... You don't find the exact spot, but you do find the area. You're within a mile of it.
Okay. I keep looking around until I can try to narrow it down.
You won't.
Hmm?
You won't be exactly sure. You can roll a percentile, and then just be like, maybe I'm close.
Well, it's like at the soul's place of death. So I don't know how exactly close that is either, but I'm trying to get as close as I can.
Okay. So percentile, cast a spell.
Okay. 21, and then I cast the spell.
You don't have to roll anything to cast the spell?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, nothing happens.
Oh, great. And I don't even know why. That's the sucky part, because I don't know if it's because she's not technically dead, because she's not technically a soul since she's a god, or because I'm not in the right place. Great. Well, unless there's anything you want to do while we have Wind Walk up, let's head back to town.
I was just along for a ride.
Alright.
It's just fun flying across the country.
Oh yeah, it is. Like, it's why I gave it to Asta. It's Atra.
You gotta remember, I'm still playing this as a character. You saved my life, therefore my life is in debt to you, so...
Okay. It's always fun having one or two people around with that, you know? I'm trying to make a village of them.
So you get back
Yeah.
home.
And his favorite.
Actually, I think Cal is my favorite still.
Fine then.
Well, like, at one point, I was trying to figure out if Valky was actually in love with Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some lesbianic moments.
Yeah. So, probably takes most of the day to do all that. I think that night I will be keeping about 5 or 6 pints of the alcohol I make for myself. And I'll... Sorry that this kind of puts you on the spot. I'll ask Atra if she has any ideas for anything that would help, because I've never, made a town before, and I'm not, before now, really thought about how to do that or how a town, functions. So is there anything she knows of that I could do to help out more? To get the ball rolling kind of thing?
Let's see. Both of you can make common sense a wisdom check.
Okay. We're
And,
both good at that.
Well, she rolled 6.
I rolled a 22.
So you ask her and realize you're more asking yourself.
Yeah.
She stares at you blankly. Getting an actual field started might be good.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe some security, an actual...
That's true. I keep thinking of them as ferals, so it's like they don't need, a militia or anything, because they're all pretty capable. And then I remember, oh yeah, no one was like level 6 or higher. So, yeah.
Some security, maybe get some people training to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe put some people in charge of some things so that you're not having to do everything. So you and Asher aren't having to do everything.
Yeah. Yeah, she has full reign to delegate as much as she wants. That's kind of her job, is just make people do things. And
she is under you, so she's doing what you do, what you told her she's allowed to do.
Well, that's the thing. Like, on that day I was telling her, like, I was pretty much telling her she's in full reign unless I've said something specifically. So if she wants to set up something, that's on her. Okay. So I guess we'll just kind of talk back and forth, and those ideas will come up basically.
Together.
I'll mention. I'll say while I'm here, I'll make some slabs of stone that can be warped into other things, because you can do stone shape. So we can be slowly building up. Like, I know weapons made completely of stone wouldn't be great, but we could make. You could make arrowheads, and if there's any Fletchers or anything, we could do daggers of stone. Probably wouldn't be too bad.
No one really is going to be good at fletching. You've got some people who can cut stone. No one really knows how to smelt either. So you're going to have to outsource for a few things, or learn to do them and then teach.
Yeah.
Also, in a way of commerce, no one here has ever really had gold. That's not something that they operate on. So in order to get a trade even started, you're going to have to sell stuff first. They're going to have something and then syndicate it out to sell it.
That kind of was the idea. Was I'm trying to get them producing something. I'm trying to get some industry or whatever going, so that we have product to deal with. I'm not as concerned with the actual gold aspect of it at this point. And that's part of why I brought her, was hoping she could teach them some things. But at least with her here, I'll be able to get other people to come easier, since there's a cleric that's leading the town, instead of just a bunch of ruffians. So I'll need to do that at some point. Probably after the next little bit of adventuring.
But they are self-sufficient right now. They're not going to die when you leave.
Yeah.
They can take care of themselves.
But yeah, definitely the idea of, before I leave, I'll make a huge chunks of stone that are kind of separated, so you can do, what you need really. For people to do stone cutting, her to do stone shape, just whatever. It'll be a lot easier than having to mine it out of a place and then process it, you know? Yeah, suggest if anyone knows anything about larger scale agriculture, have them, you know, point them some land to get a farm going, that kind of thing. We do have land right now. That's not an issue.
Yep.
I can come back and change how the water is set up if we need it. Like if they're having trouble finding fields, we can do that. We can stone shape
Alright, so
how pipes and aqueducts. Like what would the technology level of most of the world be at this point? I know they had aqueducts in ancient Rome.
Aqueducts
Yeah.
would be a thing that they have. Indoor plumbing.
I'm not even looking for indoor plumbing. I'm looking for like irrigation of fields. Like how would that be handled at this point?
I mean, there would be things for that, I'm sure. Maybe not.
Like if nothing else, if aqueducts exist, then I'm not having to think up those. So I could do that kind of thing and just run it out to a
do it
field
outside,
and then maybe have smaller ones strained off of it kind of thing. Yeah.
Just do aqueduct system.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they're actually called, but that might just be what they use. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, you can do that.
I also tell them that like, if need be, we can set up a system and then I can actually change where the spring is.
And then Archer, one thing she's been doing has been getting together hunting parties for not only food but like leathers, so that things can get made that way.
Okay.
So like there's furniture, like bone furniture
Cool.
and leather and
Cool.
things like that. So not everything's stone.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
her contribution.
There's
So-
not a ton of trees around, I want to say, but there were at least some. I'll say that's something else we should probably do is start planting trees where we can, so that down the line we'll have lumber and stuff access to as well.
like one orchard going.
Yeah. But that can wait a little bit if it needs to, if we don't have the manpower for it. But definitely get it going at some point. I'll probably look into magics to advance that too. I might even be able to bring in a druid from somewhere. I'll just kind of keep an eye out while I'm traveling, kind of thing, for anyone who can send back. Okay, the hunting is good because we definitely need materials to do stuff. Even if all we have is furniture, that can be sold. Eventually, I'll be able to make it where we can get to places a lot easier, but that's power that is still beyond me. For now, we've got... If we've got anything valuable enough to do it, we could use treasure stitching. But that's 100 gold pieces per spell cast. So we would have to actually be producing quite a bit to overcome the cost of that to make it practical, you know. But then we could pack everything we do into a 10-foot cube. I could come back, cast Windwalk, send them to a town, you know, have them bring back just whatever.
What are we doing as far as like in game right now?
Right now I'm talking to Atra. We're still in town. I don't think there's much else to do in town though.
Okay.
So like I'm thinking probably heading back to Danston soon. At which point it'll be either meeting back up with Jash, which would mean the end of stuff today, or finding other stuff to do. But if there's anything you want to do in the meantime, I'm all ears.
Okay. I'm just gonna put it out. As far as Nico, I'm gonna go back to town or back home, and pretty much just take care of some things there. Basically, he's not feeling good. I'm gonna take him back home.
Okay.
And just leave it from there. But I'm gonna pull the website back up again and finish all of this. And if you want to come over later this evening and help me finish it, or meet with me later this week, it's fine.
Yeah, probably can at some point. I don't know if it'll be today or not. Alright.
Anything from me, Chandler, that you need?
Are you done with your character?
Not necessarily. That's why I said I was just gonna let him come over one evening and help me finish it. I think I've gotten most of it done. Just making sure that I've got the numbers right.
Do you have your feats?
I'm gonna look back over. I'm gonna actually sit and read over those. 'Cause
Okay, yeah,
I think
yeah.
I just like skimmed through and just picked one. Which I mean, the way I had her built before wasn't bad.
Alright. Well, I hope he's feeling better. Drive safe.
Alright, I'll see you guys later.
And I'm gonna cut video here.
Okay.